Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Tuesday, Tin Hat Tuesday. It's December 5th, y'all. It's another Advent. Yay! Woo! Happy Advent for those who celebrate. I'm really not into it, but I hear you. I mean, I'm all for candy. At least I used to be, but not so much these days. So yeah, it's hot off the press, 6:30. I heard a building blew up. I think it was a CIA operative. What do you think? Some bad op, like Mission Impossible, right there in Arlington, Virginia. Definitely a movie in the making. That's what I think, anyway. And then we have a psycho who killed his whole family. But he had mental issues, so you feel bad for these people. So you let them in, then you get scared. You start locking everybody's doors upstairs when you go to bed, and lo and behold, he snaps out and kills everybody. And I think the aunt who is the only surviving individual in Queens. So pray she really makes it through. But that's what we got going on there. Let's see how fun this is going to be today. We'll leave that open. I'm in the green room, standing by. I'm not even going to stress it because it don't look like it's going to work. Here we go, here we go, here we go, yo. Let's do it. Jump in. We got lots to talk about. Let's see. Oh, I gotta turn up the volume.
Can you hear me okay, y'all? A 9-bed facility. I love it for sure. Yeah, Lisa. Good morning, Linz. There's Linz. Our New York connection. We got Connecticut. We got Florida. We got Louisiana. We got New Jersey in the house jumping in too. Deborah, good morning. Woo! I'm listening to a little Israel today, right?
I love him.
So pretty in the sky, also on the faces of
all right, do the thing. Here we go.
Shaking hands, singing.
All right, we're transitioning over on the Rumble app. I think I got rid of the echo. I think I did because it had to do with the Bluetooth app that was on. I think I got that worked out, Des.
I've been saying.
Think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Oh, come on, y'all. Bring your best coffee morning voice. It's not fully installed yet. Propane guy's coming today. Need an electrician because of wiring. No problem in the old house. All crossed. Son couldn't do it. Oh, it's the old house. Find me. Oh, come on, y'all. Let's get it. I got several things happening in just a minute. Let me make sure I got all my stuff open over here. I think I do. Good morning, Rumble. Can anybody check Rumble and just see if we're doing what we need to do over there? Let me just check it real quick. See, I can't hear it, of course, but hold on. Let me open it.
Oh, what a cool guy he was. Rest in pieces. You are
all right.
missed,
Are we getting it going on over there or not?
From
I
the
don't know.
Great
We're just getting
Islands
ready.
to
Anybody
the
tell me
Long
anything?
Island.
Okay. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. The gang is on. Smatterchew is in the house from the Dominican Republic. Smatterchew, good morning. What are you doing down there? Are you vacationing? Are you mission working?
happened?
What are you doing over there? It's good to see you.
Oh, shit.
Smatter Chew. Man, I wish
Oh, I
I
thought
wore
I
my
turned
red
the
Smatter
camera
Chew
on.
hat. Shirt today. Darn it, I wish I'd have known. Smatter Chew is in the house. Good morning.
Smatter
Good morning. It's good to see you.
What's
New York
Smatter
is
Chew?
legally allowed to quarantine people at their discretion. Scary stuff.
What's
Lens,
Smatter Chew?
I realized that happened in New
How's
York.
everybody doing today? I'll let Kim get her thing started. She just
everything
started,
is so
let her
upside
say good
down
morning
right
to
now.
everybody.
It is so upside down,
Go ahead.
and we've got a lot of things to talk about. That
Just
things are
listen
just
to
like
it
they're
slowly
happening. It's like just not right.
as I
But
get my
the good news
newspaper
is,
set up.
in
What do we got
amongst it
going
all,
on, everybody?
we do have some wins, and we have to hold on to the wins that come from these federal appeals courts. You know, these nasty gangs that are, I say, ganging up on innocent folks, making them have to defend themselves in court, ruining their pocketbooks, but winning.
I gotta come in hot.
And that's what we want to look at. That's what we want to look at today. Man, I hope hope Connecticut doesn't get any of those ideas. God, I hope not. I'm just shocked. And I'm really just wondering, y'all, maybe it's not for you good people. Maybe it's so she can get some kind of control. And I'm saying the governor of New York, which Hochul up there at the governor's office. I'm hoping maybe somebody came up with that in all their infinite wisdom that might allow her to get a handle on all the illegals in New York. I could be totally wrong. And I'm sure that I am because, I don't know anything over here. I just know what I read. Half the stuff I read is wrong. Because,
ain't that the truth?
Because our government and ABC 123 organizations,
for real.
try to
What's going on at the Pentagon? What's going on in Arlington, Virginia? What's going on?
I'm saying. Hey, Lisa heard it went through and then it was canceled. I don't know. Is that true? I don't know because that's just Smatter Chew's on vacation with his bride. I love that. I hope you're having a great time. I hope the weather is good for you.
New York is yeah, we know, Linda. Where you been, Linda? New York is legally allowed to quarantine people at their discretion. Yeah, no shit.
I see. I got a light in the off. I got a light. In the green. I saw the sign. I opened up my eyes and saw the sign.
It's crazy.
Y'all, let's do. I don't know what's going on over here. There she is.
Everybody say good morning.
Come on in, my friend.
Everybody saying good morning.
Good morning, Des. So, Des, good morning. Listen, yesterday, we were streaming on Rumble. I was using the Bluetooth into this app. So then when it was recording onto Rumble, there was a lot of echo. So I did away with that.
I told you got something hooked up to your Bluetooth that's causing that because that's why I killed all the Bluetooth except for the one.
I figured it. I had no Bluetooth at all.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get it going. Anyway.
We got lots to talk about, Kim. Would you like to start with the Jennifer Aniston video? How creepy is that? Would you like to talk politics?
We're going to talk all that, Des. Hold on just a minute.
Oh, yeah, you better get it going, girl. You better get that espresso because we're going to hit it hot. It's Tuesday, y'all. Where's your tin hats?
Yeah, been up all night.
I'm just telling you.
Says, hey, Kim, can I please have some more? Yep, Ukraine wants more cash. Ukraine wants more cash.
Listen, the media going to start talking about how Russia's going to win the war now because we're not funding them for shit.
Well, I heard that the administration put them on notice and said no more money after the end of the year.
Yeah, and it's December 5, people. Hello? There's 31 days to the year.
Y'all hurry up and lose. Y'all hurry up and lose big because our money is over. Hold on, y'all. The bells are ringing.
Oh, go let them out. Yeah. It's like the blue light special, guys, at Walmart or wherever freaking they have blue light specials. You better hurry up, Zelensky. You better put in them last orders, dude, because you running out. The show reflects today. Oh, the news show. That Amelia wanted to watch that on Apple TV. I like a free subscription for Apple TV with something. I don't know. I bought my iPad or something. Yeah. Yeah, look, she's running around. How's the hip recovery doing? She's in and out like an urge.
Hey, you talking to me?
I was talking to Frank. He asked how you were doing with your hip recovery. I said, you're in and out of the room like a flash. I said, I think she's doing all right.
Hey, thank you. Listen, you know what? I've really been doing pretty good. And yesterday, I have one more physical therapy appointment, and they're releasing me. He told me I did real good. So listen, I'm doing the best I can over here.
That's all you can do. Same thing I'm doing over here.
That's right. Gimping along, but you know what? I'm nonetheless. Hold on, Des. Let me try.
So quickly, Skeet's asking about the Jennifer Aniston thing.
Yeah.
Remember when Matthew Perry passed and she posted that eerily cryptic video for...
It looked and sounded exactly like what Hooper posted over in
Well,
television.
that's from the news show. There's a show on Apple TV, a series called The News Show, which she's in with Reese Witherspoon. And that's a scene from, I guess, this season or last season, whatever. And that depicted exactly, literally to verbatim in the two lines.
Well, that's what I thought, because I thought I remembered seeing it.
It's in the Telegram channel, you could see. And I posted the old one. I posted the original one, but that's way back when he died. So search that. Go fishing. Have fun.
It looked and sounded exactly like the same thing. Like maybe she was sitting in the exact same spot.
It just goes to show you how fake, phony, and false these people really are. They have no emotion. They're actors. Exactly. They're actors. Wrap your heads, people. Hashtag.
Wrap your heads, hashtag, wrap your heads around that one for sure. Man. Anyway, so we'll talk about...
She was happy to be alive and she wanted to thank people. And it was really weird. Skeet, you could go check it out in the yeah, what else did she
The
say?
biggest advice she gave was stay sane.
Yeah, stay sane in a crazy freaking world. Bitch, please. Get to stepping.
I got you saying this. Here you go.
Yeah. But so that's the Jen Aniston. That's our celebrity gossip news because we could really care less about them. We spent too much time as it is.
Sorry about that. I'm reading some comments, y'all.
I know, but let's get on to Bob Menendez.
Well, okay. So are we talking about Bob Menendez, or are we talking about Fetterman trolling Bob Fernandez and comparing like him and
It's
Santos?
Menendez. But yeah. But listen, I'm talking about all that because Fetterman's coming out and saying, yo, you just kicked out dude. You got to kick out other dude. And everybody's like, wow, he's making coherent sentences. He's actually making coherent sentences. That's the takeaway from Fetterman lately.
They got him on the Biden juice.
Wait. But now these bars that were found from the Egyptian stamp, they were linked to some sort of a crime from 2014. Oh yeah, that's coming out today.
Really?
Yeah, that's coming out today.
Wait, what crime? I missed that one.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't get the full deets, but I'm going to get the full deets.
Just pick one.
And I got some more deets on the Yellowstone, Casper, Wyoming, and that whole shizit and is it, remember?
The volcanoes?
Well, yeah. But that's the region where, guess what they do? The human hunting parties.
Des.
Yes. It's Tin Hat Tuesday, girl. You know I'm coming in hot.
Man. Well, human hunting parties out in Yellowstone. Now that's freaky. That's
Yes.
freaky.
Yes. And there is a huge volcano there, and it's supposedly making little volcanoes too. Like in Hawaii, you know? Yeah. So we gotta be, and you wanna know, I don't know how these volcanoes got there, but I think maybe because they was drilling too deep, you know, making tunnels in the earth where they shouldn't have been. I don't know, just guess.
Well, you know, and I've never really heard of a big volcano over here.
That would be Burning Man. She said human sacrifice to the volcano. They do that at Burning Man and they do that at Bohemian Grove. They burn their sacrifices there.
I wanted to go back just for a minute because I'm reading Slicknard's comment. He says he can't believe that this George Santos got ousted because he's unethical. Well, they all are, and he's never been charged with anything.
Yeah.
You know what, Slicknard? That's how I feel too. Hey, he might be a putz, but to watch the Republicans pounce on him to get him gone and to reduce our majority to a point of being, almost ineffective, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. And then now you got Santos. I mean, he's like dropping all the F-bombs over there, letting everybody.
Oh, he's leaving with he started his flame torch on his way out.
Oh, man.
He was spraying the gas can all week. Now he just lit the match and he turned out and walked out the door.
Yes. And now what becomes of his position?
They're supposed to, in New York, they're supposed to have a special election. But the way this corrupt party runs, bro, Kathy Hochul's going to appoint some jabippy jabroni, not even. It's going to be a badoop-a-doop-a-doop putz, and that's who's going to take the seat.
What she'll do is she'll appoint a Republican that's unvaccinated so she can take him and hold him in the gulag for as long as she wants.
I know.
You heard that new law, right? That she
Yeah.
can well, I don't know if it's a new law yet.
And Bob Menendez, just like Eric Swalwell, right, who swallows Fang Fang, right? They still get security briefings. Hello, clearance briefings. What the? I mean, like,
That's crazy.
that's just absolutely absurd. Absurd. If a cop accidentally
There's a lot going on.
has to shoot somebody, not even accidentally, has to discharge his firearm, right? What happens? Whoop, give me your firearm immediately for ballistic testing. So homeboy ain't shooting nothing, he ain't even going to the range for target practice. Not with that piece anyway. You know what I'm saying? So if they stop that dead, why wouldn't they do it this way? It's the same rule, no? It's the same, right? Logic should be applied, no?
I don't know. And because it always seems like the rules change.
I know.
I was an expert because usually, when one guy exits.
Just like definitions.
They change too. Hey, Frank says he's talking about Yellowstone. He says it's one of the world's greatest volcanoes. Yellowstone is basically a volcano. And you know what? I having been to Yellowstone and having, watched Old Faithful and, all the little cauldron pools all around Yellowstone, where people have thought, hey, I'm going to go swimming in this pool and jumped in, never to be seen or heard from again. So there's a lot going on out there, but I did not know. And is there any history of it blowing?
It could have been like they cover it up because I don't remember anything like that.
Because, hey, when it does blow, we're all toast when it does blow.
No shit. I'll be a roasted marshmallow. Thank you very much.
You can roast my marshmallow.
Just saying.
Hey, Shane, over on Rumble, good morning.
What's going on, 115? What are you doing?
It's good to see you, 115 Shane. There he is. Did he come over here too? There he is, 60,000 pounds of ammonium nitrate and a Yellowstone volcano. Not a great mix. Yeah, what do you get? What do you get when you mix those two?
And where is that missing chemical now that you mention it? Still trying to piece it together.
I'm sure it's being dispersed equally throughout the 50 United States, just so they can... it's all alleged over here, right?
Yeah.
They're sharing it. They're sharing it out there.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys hear about John Kerry with his climate change ass talking about passing gas? I mean, his ass was passing gas. Well, he's talking about climate change. That's what I mean. Yo, what's up with these politicians? They're so full of hot air. It's coming out of both ends now. They don't even care on TV.
That's it. Coming out of both ends. You can take that to the bank.
Whew. For real. Good morning, Gloria.
Well, listen, my understanding is, and my hope is that John Kerry, he's not long, hopefully, for that position. I mean, what is he? The climate czar. The climate czar who flies around hither and fro in his, massive jet and does whatever the hell he wants while telling everybody else, you better stop it. But you know what the whole goal is, and this was part of Henry Kissinger's manifesto is to continue to make sure that the globe only contains 8 billion people. So whatever they have to do along the way to get rid of you and me and everybody else, that's what they're going to do. God, it makes me so sick to hear it like that. Hold on just a minute. Let me read this. I'm all over the place this morning. Good morning, Blonde is in the house. Good morning, lady. Good morning. Yeah, Carrie's disgusting inside and outside. I agree. 8 billion thought it was 500 million. Hey, Tanya. Well, I think the killing continues because it is all about getting rid of you and me. That's really what it's about. Hey, did you see the video? Who put the video out there? I'm not even sure if it was someone on our group that put it out there, but I came across the video, and I think it was in Gaza. And it showed 4 little boys. And I say little boys, I don't know, maybe between the ages of 8 and 10, 8 and 12, maybe tops. 4 little boys just walking along, being little boys. And as they're walking along in some of the destruction area, wherever it was they were walking, there they are, they're walking. And as they walk and they get past this little area, this little alcovey area, this older boy, not an adult boy, it didn't look like, but he jumps out and he starts stabbing all of them. He just boom, 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 stabs them, boom, boom. They all just fall out and he runs off. You're muted, Des.
Yeah, that's a horrible video, Kim. It's on our Telegram channel.
Yes. And I didn't know. I watched it and then I rewatched it and I was like, were these boys staging a little video or?
Those kids didn't move after that.
He just stabbed all those kids. They just fell out. They were done. I was like, holy smokes. And then I said, this is why, like Musk said, this is the challenge of killing those that revel in killing. And when they're brought up as little tiny babies, little boys and girls to do it, the challenge, like he says, is how do you get a military group of people to go into a group and say, kill all the kids too?
Yeah, there's no explanation for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Realtor girl, spawn of the devil. And that's an interesting way to put it. But imagine you are a military soldier and you're told you get in there and you kill them all. Men, women, and children. If they're Palestinian, they gotta go. And I'm just...
Well, now, did you hear the latest thing? Because the Palestinians were raping the Israelis, now the IDF has says that they can rape the Palestinian women. What the fuck? Why does that make it right? I mean, I don't know. I come from the old school where 2 wrongs still are fucking wrong. I'm sorry. Well, but that's crazy, Kim. Oh, to boost morale, they're saying? Boost morale?
I agree. But you know what? I just gotta believe that the Israelis wouldn't dirty themselves.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's like how many people I know don't eat kosher that are supposed to by per their religion. I mean, come on.
I'm just saying, I just have to believe. Well, no,
exactly. The Hamas is the Democratic Party in Palestine. Like Glory said, people don't even realize they voted them in. I love it. Like everybody's realizing this shit. If the Hamas is the Democratic Party that was voted in, hold on a second here.
Yes. Yeah, listen, and that's just it. They put him there. So
listen, there's evil on both sides. I'm going to be like Donald Trump at the St. John's Church. Not good people on both sides. No, there's evil on both sides.
That's right. There's evil on both sides, y'all. Oh my God. Well, lots to talk about. Okay, are we going to keep talking about death, or are we going to...
No, we're going over good news with bad news with a good vibe. It's a good news. There ain't no good news now. Let me know when Trump is reelected. That'll be good news.
Well, you know what? Hold on, because I think I have a good news story. Let me find one, because I think I had one, and I did want to make sure we at least have some good and bad today, right?
Okay.
It's Tuesday.
Does it involve Carrie Lake?
Well, Carrie Lake does have a good story.
Yeah, because that was my good news story.
Well, do you want to save it or go on it now?
No, you could do yours, but I just was guessing. Let's do yours.
Okay, hold on. Let me get mine out. I had a good story. Wait a minute. Where is it? Wait a minute. I had a good story from Holland.
Oh.
Now, it's not us, but Holland. Gert Wilders on his Dutch coalition must-haves stop immigration, he says, and give our people back their money. Did you hear about that? It's the coalition governments, Dutch coalition governments, they're always based on compromise, is how they talk about it. So Gert Wilders' Freedom Party will presumably not be able to implement all of its program, which has included banning mosques and the Quran in the Netherlands.
Whoa.
See, to me, I think that's pretty good. I'm just saying.
That's making a statement. I will say that. Like,
it's making a big statement.
That's like,
globally.
one of those kind of things that you ripple throughout the world, like,
Right.
Boom.
Well, their big priority, his first priority, he says, is immigration. Immigration. To cut back the enormous figures of immigration and asylum seekers, he says, because we can't take it anymore. We are overcrowded and people are fed up. So he's bringing it. His second priority, he said, is that the Dutch people feel that they're totally neglected. Indigenous Dutch people believe that while we spend 16, 17 billion euros a year on abolishing nitrogen or climate change, they have trouble paying for their utilities or their rent and their gas, their car bills. So, you know what? I just kind of feel like pay attention to Holland over there because, like you just said, the ripple effect. All you need
like
to
the
do
shot
is
heard around the world. Everybody's gonna be like, "Whoa!"
one brave person to stand up.
You mean we could do that?
Thing,
That's what people are thinking now as they hear that. You mean we could do that? We could do that too? Just saying. But my good stories, I had two. The one with Carrie Lake. She calling out Kamala. Said, come on over here. You got an apple? You got a banana? I got a jungle.
Yeah, pack a lunch, you Momo, and come on down here to
exactly,
the border.
pack a lunch. And then the other one was the Judge Cannon in the Jack Smith thing with Trump.
That was one I had. Let's talk about that.
Yes, let's get to that.
He said she told Jack Smith, Jack, bye, Jack.
You ain't getting those documents.
Well, you know, he says he gets to hide documents.
That's what it is. She won't let him hide them.
He's saying, no, I can't let some of these documents go. They can't have these. And she's saying, to hell you say. Discovery.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
There to him.
You gotta love it. What's fair is fair, but, and this judge, she's pretty fair, I gotta say. She's not being bullied like the other one, too. The other one with the gag order, and then, but then it got reinstated, and then it's the appeals, and what the hell?
Well, you know why? Isn't she a Hispanic judge down in Miami?
Oh.
They don't play.
Yeah, no, they don't.
They don't play.
But then Latin women, they don't play is right.
They don't play. She's like, no. Like, real simple.
I love it.
And to me, I just feel like it is great because it's the continued drip of these cases that we know. I truly believe he's gonna be exonerated. He's gonna be.
I know, but it's like, do you think this is all just like we're just playing this out? Because basically, even the 14th Amendment in Washington State got squashed. What is that, like the 5th or 6th state now? I mean, come on. How many states did they put this whole little farce of trying to remove Trump from the ballot?
All blue states, but it's not working.
No, it's not. And then even that not lowly, but people that don't pay attention, Americans, you know what I'm saying? They're like, wait a minute, hey, oh, unconstitutional. Oh, they can't do that. And then they're like, yo, this is another state, this is another state. It becomes repetitive.
All the stuff we hear, it's unconstitutional, but people are being arrested and thrown in jail and blah, 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 blah. And then they have to go through the court systems to be told.
I was listening to a putz yesterday. Oh, God, what was his name? Michael Tomasky. Michael Tomasky, he works for some Republic paper, but it's not. It's a liberal rag, needless to say. And he's like, oh, yeah, I definitely see Trump getting convicted of at least one of the 91. I'm like, boy, please.
Oh,
you
sure.
better step. And then some young gentleman called and put him to his place. And then I was like, yes. Because he was like, I'm 31 years old. I'm calling on the independent line. He goes, but I see so much like vitriol in the media. And he's like, I want to know what just caused all this division. I'm like, oh, Obama with the Smith-Mundt Repeal Act.
Yeah, that's where, yeah.
Yeah, but he sat there, and you see his eyes. You see in his eyes going like, yeah, I know, and then oh no, and then yeah, okay, and then he's like, when the lady's like, okay, well, what's your response to that? He goes, well, I don't think I'm going to say anything to change this young man's mind. Yeah, no shit.
There's nothing he could say. He was like, I got to go to the bathroom
because exit stage.
Yeah,
they suck though, Kim. They really do. You could see right through them.
I agree, but listen, talking about Washington State, what about the Secretary of State out there? What's his name, Hobbs? Is that his name, Hobbs? Washington
I think
Secretary
Katie Hobbs.
of State, Steve Hobbs. So apparently they found out old Steve Hobbs has been paying, with taxpayer funds, an offshore AI company that's been spying,
tracking Americans,
on the social media, the social media in Washington.
Asshole.
Tracking, censoring, and those people who are posting, saying, speaking anything negative about Steve Hobbs, they're squashing their voices on social media, y'all.
Wow.
This is kind of a big deal. Did you hear about it?
No. I thought I heard something about it, but I just read the headline. I didn't read it deep, I skimmed past it because it was like AI, and I don't like that AI shit.
Well, and you know what? And now everybody is on top of it. He says they're using public funds to pay an offshore artificial intelligence company to surveil the voters. It says objectionable speech, speech that is objectionable. However, the algorithm picks it up.
Oh my Lord! Because I disagree with your post. And I post a comment opposing your post, I now become scanned and censored and tracked. Man, take a walk.
Well, they say everything is fact-checked, and it's reported as a threat, and then they suppress it. Well, interesting that they found it. It says the Center Square reports that Walsh and other GOP leaders were alerted to the contract by several citizens who had filed public record requests on several topics from the state. And the people told Walsh some of the reports they received included bi-weekly reports coming from this offshore British company. Y'all, listen, this whole censoring thing, while we witnessed it coming up to the 2020 election, right, when all of us were just suppressed and squashed, and now the question becomes, why is Gateway Pundit, the Gateway
being
Pundit
censored
now
in Washington?
Is being censored in Washington.
I know, poor Matt Gaetz, he ain't got nothing to read and scroll on his phone.
Man.
I heard that. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Yes. I mean, the Gateway Pundit to me, and I go to them a lot because I can count on what they're putting out there as being vetted and as close to truth.
Yeah. I remember in the beginning when they started, they were like, oh, yeah, that's all right wing, it's all conspiracy. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He said they got legit stories. And then I just started paying attention more and more. And I'm like, yeah, no, Gateway's good.
Man. Good morning.
It's crazy.
Good morning. I'm looking at the comments this morning. What about I saw Skeet. Skeet, I saw your comment about what about Sean Hannity's having Trump on?
I
Is it
seen
time?
that a blip in the end. He's gonna do a town hall with that putz Hannity. Yo, somebody gotta talk to Trump. Like dead ass. If he don't get up and smack that boy down soon, I'm gonna have issues. Just saying.
Well, listen. Here's my pitch.
I
On
said
that.
it, Sean. Come find me.
Trump knows. Listen, Trump gave Fox and Sean Hannity open door access to him and all things, Republican campaign back when it was happening. And now we know that Sean Hannity has been leaning right over there into the DeSantis camp. And it wouldn't surprise me if he switches gears and jumps over to the Nikki Haley camp.
Brian Kilmeade has already done that same exact transfer. Like he was, dogging Trump, going DeSantis. Then after the last debate, now all of a sudden he's like, Nikki Haley, everybody got to just support Nikki Haley. I'm like, yo, you are such a... You know what it is? They all want to be on the winning team, but they're still picking the wrong team because they're anti-Trumpers.
That's how I see it too.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. They're all trying to play both sides of the fence so they can be in the front row seat when the winner finally is revealed.
What the chick says, I'm telling you, 100%.
Sure.
They all want to be buddy in the inner circle, just like Eric Adams wants to be in the in club. You ain't nowhere to be found, even.
Well, watch out, Washington staters out there. If you're out there and you're posting on your social media and all of a sudden you feel like you're being shadow banned or hushed up.
Did you see this on the Gateway?
With your governor or your Secretary of State. What?
The Gateway covered the story. Another good news story. We got some good news today. I'm very happy. It's a good news day. The gentleman, Douglas Mackey, whatever, he's the one that did the meme. Yo, call in Hillary to vote in the 2016.
Yes.
He got his sentence 7 months, right? He got 7 months. Well, he was facing 10 years, but I think he got out now. No,
he got him dropped.
Oh, he got his charges dropped, so he gets less time. Thank God, though. He shouldn't have had any charges.
Well, listen, it never should have happened because that was a perfect example.
Of free speech.
Of his free speech, but a perfect example of Hillary and the goons being ultimate bullies in our country. Listen, we saw the ultimate bullying. When Hillary got her panties in a wad and she called those she had to call the goons, said, go goons, go get him, and wrap him up in legal fees, wrap him up in the legal system, we'll wreck him legally. God almighty, y'all. Hey, Shane, what's Shane talking about over here?
What Shane got going on?
Shane, you talk...
How that term Trumpers
is being used here in Australia with an opposing opinion is insane.
Really?
That's interesting.
Okay.
Shane, we would love for you to come in here and tell us what Australia's talking about.
I gotta get some coffee in my cup. I'll be right back.
It's almost time. Put some Folgers in it.
Yeah.
Put some Folgers in it.
Let me just switch to the pledge pick so when I come back, I'm ready to go.
Hey, Linz, has anyone heard that New York City installed listening devices on the streets? Can anyone say 1984?
I know, really. They can listen to a lot.
Listen, y'all, don't you feel so creeped out about all this surveillance BS going on? I mean, cameras on every street corner, cameras on every intersection, cameras on every house, cameras here, cameras there, cameras this, cameras that. And I realize, hey, if something wicked happens, everybody check the cameras. I think, that it has some good, but ultimately I think it has more bad. Hey, Blonde, Trump will get up and leave if Hannity is a jerk. You know what, Blonde? I just started to say, I think Trump knows full well that Sean Hannity is not his ally anymore. I want to believe that Trump knows that. I mean, Sean Hannity is the ultimate butt kisser. And over the years, he has learned just how to do it and just how to ride both sides of the fence on a candidate, on an issue, so he always is right. He knows how to play it. And I would love to think that Trump would call him out, or I would love for him to do a Barbara Walter. No, not Barbara Walters, or what was the other one's name? Remember the lady that
Leslie Stahl.
Leslie Stahl.
Yeah, I would love for him to smack her across the face. I would smack her for him.
Man, remember he got up and he said, "This interview's over," and he just got up and took the mic off and.
I don't think he'll do that with Sean. I really don't. I think, oddly, I'm gonna say it. I think Trump likes Sean.
No, I listen. I think he knows Trump's not. I mean, he knows Sean.
I think, yeah, he's got his number, but he's still using him for a purpose again.
There you go. They're using each other.
Exactly.
So hopefully the master chess player is winning the game. And Blonde, you're right. Trump better bring his own film crew. That's what I'd like to see, like he did with Leslie Stahl.
Very good point. Because you know how they edit out. Oh, good point, Blonde. She's on it. I like that one. She's smart. So smart.
Smart, kind, and impotent.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You was smart, you was kind, and you was impotent. Y'all, let's get over to our national calendar. Let's do that real quick. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Just jumping in. Good morning to you. Happy Tuesday, December 5th. I hope everybody's got something good planned for today, y'all. It's I'm not sure what this is. It's National Day Krampusnacht. It's Krampusnacht Day. Do you know what that is?
Well, Kim, since I've never heard of it, I'm gonna say no. But maybe it has to do with Krampus, the ghoulish Santa thing or some shit. The Norwegian.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, I'm a smart bitch, y'all.
Yes.
I didn't read it, I swear. That was my hypothesis.
Yeah, the three-horned Satanist thing.
Wow, look at how freaky this thing is. It's ugly.
Adults celebrating Krampusnacht seek to punish misbehaving children.
This not so jolly holiday.
This not so jolly holiday is also referred to as Krampus Night. Y'all, to me, what an awful way to want to scare children.
Yes.
Scare children into being good. I don't think that's good at all.
With a horned god.
Christine, good morning.
From the pagan.
It looks satanistic.
Keep celebrating Christmas, guys. Keep putting up your trees, you ignorant. I'm just saying. You're celebrating a pagan holiday, y'all.
Hey, don't. So, Des, you don't put up a Christmas tree?
No, we're not doing it this year. Last year I didn't want to either, but I lost that fight.
Well, I hope you have a little one at least.
No, I'm going to do lights. I'm going to be a true Judeo-Christian. I'm going to have a festival of lights. And I'm celebrating the birth of Christ, not just on Christmas, but every day.
Every day.
Exactly.
And you're right, Shane. It's
yes, Skeet. It's pagan.
So that the kids remain on Santa's good list.
Don't talk to a union worker about paying dues, Shane. It's not a nice sound. It's not a nice cha-ching, cha-ching. They go up every year.
Cha-ching. Well, y'all, okay, so let's get on with it. So there it is, Krampusnacht Day. I'm not into that one as much, so I'm wishing everybody else a good day on that one.
Yeah, no, not feeling it. Mm-mm. I told you, this national calendar, you got to watch them.
Well, how about this? It's National World Soil Day. It's National Repeal Day. Repeal Day. I think that goes back to, when Prohibition was happening and everybody wanted their beer.
We want beer. Yeah, repeal the Prohibition.
Right.
That was the birth of speakeasies.
That's when it all got started. It's World Trick Shot Day. So if you're any type of ball player and you got a trick shot, y'all get it going on. It's National, I don't even know if I'm saying that.
Satcher-Tort Day.
Satcher-Tort Day. That sure looks good. That looks good.
I mean,
International Volunteer Day for Economic and Social Development. Boy,
wow.
That sounds like a government program.
That's the time of the day, Kim. That's the time of the day.
Here we are. Right on time. Computer. Play the Pledge of Allegiance by Lee Green.
We rock it out, girl. We rock it out. I'm like your production assistant.
And I appreciate it. Listen, it takes two.
It
It really does.
They gotta listen to us on Clapper, and then they go back and watch the replays. For which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, mute.
Oh yeah. Good girl.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Pledge of Allegiance to the flag is a pledge to the ideals of our forefathers, the men who fought and died in the building of this great nation. It's a pledge to fulfill our duties and obligations as citizens of the United States and to uphold the principles of our Constitution. And last but not least, it's a pledge to maintain the four great freedoms cherished by all Americans: freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom from want, and freedom from fear. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
To the republic for which it stands, one nation
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for
Hear it over on the other side. Let's play it. Amen to that.
Amen.
Every single day. Hey, Shane, this right here is what I love about America. This display of patriotism is lacking in my country.
Aw.
Shane, thank
You're more
you
than
for saying
welcome,
that.
Shane. Just come here legally.
Thank you for saying it, Shane. Listen, and you know what? I just feel like, even in my own country, this is something we make it a point to do every day. So for those of you that come in and share, I'm so glad that you do. But you know what? It never gets old for me. It really doesn't. Every day, I enjoy it. So, you know what I want to do, Des? I haven't done it in a while, and I'm ready to do it now. Ready? Computer. Play. Long, tall glasses.
Yay! Amelia!
Glasses. I can dance. By Leah Stain.
Every time this song comes on, she's like, "It's Kim's song. It's Kim's song."
Hey, I'm almost 8 weeks out. Come on.
Woo!
I was traveling down the road, feeling hungry and cold. I saw a sign saying food and drinks for everyone. So naturally, I thought I would take me a look inside. I saw so many
Open up my windows. Flippy, you want some sunlight?
Yeah, there was ham and there was turkey, there was caviar and long tall glasses of wine to yarn and some.
I wish I had some wine.
Threw me out of my chair.
Coffee will do.
Said before you can eat, you gotta dance like Fred.
You know I can dance. You know I can dance.
You know I can dance, you know I can dance.
I can dance. Woo! Boom, 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 boom. Gotta do the swing.
Go, Dad.
Tell you gotta get that blood flowing, everybody.
Man, y'all.
It pushes the cholesterol through, right, Tanya?
I can dance.
Telling you.
Y'all, it's a new, my world is back.
Oh. Frank's still in that competition, y'all. Let's send Frank some. He's still in that World Poker Championship. Woo!
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Is he in it now?
Well, he's going. I think his game started like 9 usually. Oh, it depends.
Come on, y'all. That feels good. Look at me dancing.
Yes. You know we can dance. She's gonna pop a window out. Her husband and like, Kim.
Rudy Valentino, you should have seen me moving right across the floor.
Yeah, I can dance.
Oh, my tuxedo.
My grandma taught me the Lindy when I was younger.
Oh, yes, I can dance.
Good morning.
Hey, everybody.
Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful morning. Me and my friends get together and have our coffee.
Amen. Dance like nobody's watching you, folks.
For real.
Oh, hey, we got somebody in the green room.
Hey. Oh, it's Tanya. Tanya got cholesterol stories.
Who we got? Tanya? Hold on just a minute. I see the little. I saw the light. Let me see it. It is Tanya. Come on in here, lady, and tell us something good.
Ooh.
There she is.
Good morning.
Good morning to
Oh,
you.
shit. Damn, that's good.
The
What?
yeah, the whole, like, all the holidays, they were, I mean, some of you guys know this, some of you don't, though, that all the holidays are pagan holidays.
Mhm.
They just wrapped it all up. Catholicism,
I
in
know
particular,
that.
because of the union. I know you know that. But Catholicism means, unity or union or whatever, and that's what they did. They took it so that they could get the pagans into Christianity. So
They slipped them
a
into
lot
our
of stuff
religion so
people-
they could sneak into society. Do you understand? That's what they do in all religions.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
look like church-going, good Christian individuals. When I told you, when the priest or the pastor is, you know me, Kim, pastor. When they're giving their sermon, these satanics are sitting in the pews right next to you, and they're getting instructions on where to meet for certain rituals and certain festivities that they're going to do in the witching hour.
I did
It's crazy.
a whole year of Druidism.
You see?
Because again, I'm in it to learn, like I like I'm
And I read the book on studying ruins.
right. I never did any of the runes.
I still
I
haven't
had
yet.
one that I was wearing for a while. But I got into it because my ex-partner was into it, and I did all the holidays. And in my opinion, what I saw with the Druids, they're nature worshippers. That's all.
Yeah,
I mean, and
they're
I
like
know
they're like Wicca, but see, that's where you get the gray line thing, because people want to take it a little step
Right.
further into the weather and all
right.
of that,
Well,
and
who
you
the
can't.
heck knows? All this stuff that got rolled in.
So what you're saying is it's okay to leave your tree and your Christmas lights up all year long?
All year long if you want. Just don't do it specifically on Christmas, because you're playing into their game. You're giving them
Right.
consent.
Well, again, the Christmas tree is there to bring a little bit of the outside in, and the lights because it's dark this time of year. And I get that, especially in the northern hemisphere where we are. It sucks.
Oh
up
my
here
God,
right
it
now.
gets dark at like
It's dark at
4:35.
3:30.
I know.
Like, for crying out loud, I'm passing out at 6:30 because I got a good circadian rhythm. I'm just like, this is awful. Yeah, I'm not meant for this latitude. I know I'm supposed to be in more of a southerly latitude. I'm exhausted, and if it's raining like it was on Sunday, then forget it. I can't even get moving.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so I actually came up to talk about cholesterol. Carol was saying something about the high cholesterol thing, and about how decaf might raise your cholesterol. And I said I'm not worried about cholesterol because here's the thing: dietary cholesterol does not increase your blood cholesterol. Your blood cholesterol goes up. Your LDL, which is there's no this bad and good. They like to make everything bad and good. There's no bad and good. There's the LDL, which brings the cholesterol out of the liver, and then the HDL, which brings it back to the liver. That's the difference between the two. Now, your HDL will go up with your LDL if you're eating saturated fats, which are actually good. They
Good.
claimed they were bad all these years because it raises your total cholesterol. Here's the thing about cholesterol in general, though. It gets high in an unsafe manner when you're inflamed, period. So sugar and carbs raise your cholesterol in a bad way. If you're eating
Darn it.
a high fat keto diet or, keeping your carbs down, then you're going to be just fine. Your total cholesterol will go beyond the normal range because the normal range has been lowered. It used to be 260 for total. Now they make it 200.
Yeah,
And
because they
here's
want
the
to get
thing
more
about
people
that.
on statins.
They.
Because they want to get more people on the cholesterol medicines. Because what
That's
happens when you
right.
take the statins, everybody? Go ahead,
That's
Tanya.
right.
Go ahead,
What
Tanya.
happens?
That's true.
That's fine. That's 100% fine. The statins will destroy your liver and kill your muscles and shrink your brain and take all the myelin sheaths, which are like
The thing that
electrical-
protects your brain?
That's right. The electrical wires in your home have that plastic coating. Well, all of your nerves have that coating on it, and it's made out of cholesterol.
Facts.
And if you start taking cholesterol reducing drugs, it eats
Guess
it
what?
away and shrinks your brain.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I've got my own personal. Listen, I had to go last Friday to my cardio doctor for a checkup, follow up after the surgery thing, and everything's on go. Everything looks good and clear. She's going down her list, and she says, "You taking your blood pressure medicine?" I said, "Yeah, well, I'm cutting it in half, taking it morning and night." She says, "You having any problems with that?" I said, "No, but I do want to get off of it." And she went, "You want to get off of it, Kim? That's going to be a lifetime thing." And I said, "Well, say you." I said, "But I'm working on it now. I have my turmeric. Anyway, I got that I'm taking. But she said, "Hey, are you taking your statins?" And I went, "Statins will kill you, and anyone that prescribes that to you is bad." And she looked at me and she went, "Well, that's harsh, Kim." And I said, "You are learning just what they're wanting to teach you at doctor school." I said, "Statins are really bad." She said, "Well, Kim, come see us in 6 months."
Yeah, she got you out of there real quick.
That's what she said.
The worst thing is that she probably does know that. She at this point,
But
it's
she's
enough
looking
people out
for the
there that
paycheck.
know this, and they do this, and they looked it up, and they know, but they are not allowed to go off of their script.
Yeah, they have what do you call it? NIH protocols, like with the COVID. Remember,
That's
they have
right.
protocols that they have to adhere to.
NIH, AMA,
Yes.
they'll take their license if they don't follow it. So they're under the gun. And I always now go in there with compassion first for the doctor. Like I always say, look,
I am sorry.
know-
That's where we differ.
I go,
That's where
I'm
we
sorry.
differ. That's why I have to
no,
stay
I'm
out of
not
doctors'
saying-
offices, because I'll go to jail.
Right. No, I would love to stay out. No, I would love to stay out of the doctor's office, but I'm kind of screwed with the way our health enhancement program is. We've got a checklist our insurance makes us
Holiday the unaverage way.
or they charge us more. What was that? Did you hear a man?
I opened a website and a little ad. I'm like, what was that? I got it. Holiday the unaverage way.
That was too funny. But no, I found that for my sake, okay, me having compassion for other people is for my blood pressure. And it's when I go in, I say, look, I understand you can't say this, you can't do that, and that this is where you're stuck. This is how I feel about it. And that's what I do. And it kind of disarms them and it makes them not as on me. And that, again, I'm gonna plug it again. In January, I'm doing a workshop on how to do all this stuff.
Boom.
Because people need to know how to stand up for themselves and not do it in a way. Right. You need to be able to do it in a way so that they're actually going to listen to you too.
Yeah.
So that's the point.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you go in there, and I went in there like gangbusters, Des. I used to do that all the time, and it would just shut people down. Try that when you're getting a ticket, when you get pulled over by the cops, you know. You don't
that,
get where
that
you
might
want to
not
go.
work so good.
No, I don't do that.
No.
But I let them know I ain't
Hey,
playing their
listen,
game.
all I can say is when my primary care doctor, in my last visit, when I told her that I was doing or preparing to do at that time a parasite cleanse, she went, "You're doing what?" Now, mind you, she was probably a doctor in her mid to late 30s from Africa. "You're doing what?" And I said, "Yeah, it's a parasite cleanse." And she said, she goes, "Kim," now imagine she's got a little accent, right? Because of where she comes from. She says, "Kim, where on earth do you think you're getting parasites from?"
She actually said that?
Well, yeah, and I looked at her, and of course she's sitting at her chair, and she's got me up on the bench, right? So I slid off the bench, and I moved over to the chair next to her, to where she was sitting, and I said, "Do you not believe that parasites aren't in fruits and vegetables and meats and things that we take in?" I said, "Do you believe that our food is so clean that there are no parasites in it?" I said, "Parasites come from just everything around us." And she said, "Well, why don't you just let me know how that cleanse works out?" And that was the end of our debate over it. So, I mean, my point, a doctor, do you think she knows there are parasites everywhere and she just all of a sudden played stupid? Yeah, for me,
they're not
you think
allowed.
she did?
Yeah, they're not allowed to talk about that. That's
Yeah.
another one of those big verboten things is parasites.
That's
Yeah,
why
don't
my conversations with our lovely JR, the South African compadre we have up in here,
We
JR.
love her.
Listen to me. When I first did my parasitic cleanse, and that's why I kind of wish Keto was in here too, because of the cholesterol conversation, because she hit me all to this shit way back like 2 years ago, solid.
Yeah,
And when Justine told me that they in South Africa do a monthly cleanse, I was like, yo, and she was like, yo, when I first moved here, I couldn't find it anywhere. I was like, they don't want us healthy. They want us to be this. You understand?
They want us sick.
So when we go and search for it, they're like, no, you can't have it. It's not for human consumption. It's this, that, and the third. Get the no. It's so big pharma can make their money. Just like what they've done with brainwashing these poor children into thinking that they want to be boys and girls when they're not. Do you understand that they have created, like you said in that video, patients for life? Because not only are they on ADH and depressive meds from preteen, right? Now they're starting with the hormonal blockers and all that shit that does nothing but cause them cancer, just like the statins.
Well, and you know what? I want to say too, since you brought this up, Tanya, you shared that video.
Great video.
That video about it was. Did you listen to it? A great listen. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you, my takeaway on it, besides the obvious, the takeaway on it is just how many people, how many individuals there are out there in the D-trans community that are being snuffed. Their voices are being silenced. Their groups are being quieted. There's so many out there on the D transition, like, no, please don't do it. I don't want to do it. I made a mistake. The adults told me it's what I needed. But there's so many out there after they've done all these manipulations to their body, they're begging, please help me get back right, or as close to back right as God made me.
Yeah,
that was a takeaway for me, just how many of them there are.
Well, they said in the Reddit group, now that's just the Reddit group, there were 50,000 people. Yeah. In the Reddit group, that doesn't count like actually how many there really are. Mm-hmm. And I had a friend who was an early detransitioner. She was female, she was autistic, and that's the other reason why now look, I make sure everybody knows this, that I was for this. I was for this at one time. And then I started to see the people, because I became friends with a lot of them. I was in relationships with them. And I saw that what was really going on is that they were either on the spectrum or traumatized or both. And so we've got mental health issues that aren't being addressed. But what are they going to do? It's the mental health stuff that we can't do anything about.
I started in an Amazon fulfillment center, and now
Okay.
Well,
Drugs and surgery.
Well, let's
Right,
talk
yes.
about that because, and it was interesting. That was the other interesting thing, the takeaway that I got from that video was when they said the majority of these individuals are on the spectrum, are autistic, and they find themselves in this place. But let's all go back because all of that started with vaccine administration. Y'all, it started.
72 vaxxers on the schedule before they hit the public school system. That ain't right.
Right. So they're creating these kids that are on the spectrum that don't feel right in their body, and then they're telling them it's because they're the wrong gender. That insanity. Think about that. Like that is a crime against. That is Mengele would be proud. Everybody says this. It's true.
Yeah, he's smiling. He's
Holy
smiling.
crap, man. Like to think about, and in the scale, and to get them to ask for their own sterilization. I mean, what an amazing evil genius plot.
The fact that a doctor would do that to a child, I still, from back then, Kim, it bugs me out because I said it, I keep repeating myself. You need at least 5 years of therapy. Honestly. 5 years of therapy, you have to be at least 25 years of age, and then 5 years of therapy because your brain isn't fully developed till you're 25 freaking years old. Then you can make these decisions. But don't be putting it on children and parents and then self-harming, and then they scare parents into supporting this lunacy. Lunacy. You don't love your kid. That's not love. I'm sorry. Taking them to a therapist. Oh, they're going to hurt themselves. I got to get their sex changed. Get them.
Right, and that got ramped up during the Obama years because of?
Because he was gay. Because he's gay. He's fucking got a tranny for a wife. Sorry.
Big Mike! Big Mike!
You want me to say Big Mike? And I'm so emotional over this because these kids, they have no idea. They go to their parents for help, and then their parents are like, I don't know what to do. And they're libtarded. And
I was libtarded. I convinced my ex because, my ex was, okay, my ex was cross-dressing and very androgynous, and there was always this, like, thing going on with my ex. And he was like, he had a personality disorder, and I'm pretty sure he was on the autism spectrum pretty hard. I mean, genius level type character, right? But, I thought that was going to solve the problem.
just crazy.
Right? No, it made everything worse. It made everything worse. And I've seen this happen time and time again, which is why I know that. How long did I stay knowing this? I was planning on staying with him through the whole thing. I don't necessarily have an issue with having a partner who's trans, but somebody who's that mentally ill, I couldn't do it anymore. That was what it was. Because I'd actually, again, full disclosure, I don't care. I'm telling you because I'm in there. I was in a relationship with my ex, but then I went into a relationship with another trans person, like after that.
How do you do it, Tanya? Well, you know what? I'll just say, here you are. You've got such a great resource of information to draw from in personal experience. And thank you for sharing it with us. A lot of people wouldn't. Especially where you are now and, how clear things are now that you are an older, smarter woman. But interesting that you've got so much to draw from. I couldn't have stayed, certainly, but I admire your tenacity. I really do.
Well, my recent ex-partner was really a nice person. Like, they were really sweet. But again, they were younger than me, and it was like we were trauma bonded because of everything we'd gone through together, and it was just, kind of a messed up situation. But I was like taking care of this person. And then that's the thing. These people need people to take care of them because they're not able to take care of themselves. And that is the reason why there's no way in hell they should be advocating for themselves. I don't care what age they're at. They're not mentally sound. They're not mentally sound. Yes, as Des said, they used to have a 5-year thing where you had to go through and you had to live as that gender. You had to do all of that. There was this whole vetting process. And I remember it was right about the time where this was happening with my ex, where they just decided to take it all and chuck it in the garbage and go, oh, you want this? Just go to an endocrinologist. They'll give you drugs. They were getting them my ex-partner Raven had gotten them off the internet. Like they were taking birth control pills. They're boys taking birth control pills because they're able to get them from anywhere, you know, because you can get stuff anywhere.
Nah, the red flag was for me when they started putting the maxi pads in the boys' bathrooms for the rectum bleeding.
Okay, but I think
that was like the line for me.
I
Like this has gone too far.
That's for the trans men that are the ones that
it
are
was in their schools, Tanya.
Yeah, the ones that are identifying as male.
Oh
that
my
are
God,
born female that still get periods. I think I honestly think that's what that's about, because I know women who are identifying as men who still have periods and they use the men's room. That's what that's about. That's all. Buck Angel will talk about all that.
It's messed up. But you know what? Like I said, the video,
I don't want to think about this anymore.
I encourage everybody to find that video and watch it if you have not. Like I said,
it is a good video. It does tell you, even for people who aren't paying it, who are just so again, it just gives you an idea, because you have two detransitioners, a mother of someone who was battling the school system and the government, and then the two gentlemen who are obviously straight men who are like, we're trying to just understand this. So it was a great panel. It was a great discussion, and it was only 20 something minutes long. So I sent it to Francis.
Well, initially the thing that initially though, the one that was the detransitioner who was female, I thought she was a trans woman. I thought that was a man who'd become a woman, but it was a woman who'd become a man who went back to being a woman again. It was like,
which one? The short-haired one? The short-haired one?
The long-haired one. She's a woman who was put on testosterone to be male, and then she transitioned back. But she now appears, because testosterone, female, the default, this body is the default in utero. So fetuses all are female. The only thing that actually changes everything, the movement of the organs to change to where they are, the growing of the breast.
The bone structure of the pelvis is 120-degree angle for a female and 90 for a man.
Yeah, so
because that's for birthing, so we can, spit the heads out.
Testosterone makes the jawbone grow. Testosterone makes the Adam's apple grow. Because if you're a woman and you take testosterone, you're no different than a prepubescent boy getting testosterone naturally. That's why it works better. It works better female to male. Male to female is much harder because they've already had the testosterone. This is why they're blocking the puberty in the boys in particular, so that they don't develop all of the male characteristics.
Well, and the question, and then we'll get on to the next thing, but the question that the panel, the gentleman panel they had, asking the mother and the two individuals is, why does this continue on such a large scale? And the bottom line is, like we were just talking about, Big Pharma, they have patients for life. And because there is so much money, not just governmentally, but with these other offshoot organizations, because listen, what they know is pretty soon these trans individuals are going to want to have children. And because obviously they can't have children the good old fashioned way, there's going to be a huge baby market. You can purchase babies. So the money that surrounds the whole transgender topic in every direction is huge.
Listen, did you guys hear about, because you talk about selling babies, the human chop shop in Phoenix, Arizona, with buckets of heads, buckets of legs, penises, foots, and knees were being sold for like less than $500. This is a true story. This is a true story. I ain't make it up.
About it too.
I ain't make it up.
It's gross. Hey, fashion. Is that Fashion Al or Fashion AI? Good morning. See, we're talking a little bit about things this morning. I want to talk about something. Let's shift gears for a minute, okay?
All right,
we'll come back to the trans topic on another day. But have you heard about this? Remington.
Yeah, they're out of New York. Bye, and they were upstate, Red County, but they done with the whole state because the governor done kicked them out.
Remington, the rifle and gun manufacturer, they've been in New York for 200 years.
I mean, since the birth of our nation, just about.
200 years. And, the thing is, Well, see, folks are saying, oh, wait a minute. Our government's not stopping the production of guns. Well, they might not be stopping the production of guns, but they're sure stopping your ability to buy them. So, listen, I'm excited that Remington has made a choice to get the F out of New York.
Yep.
Hey, I wish they'd come to Georgia. I don't know that they're coming to Georgia, but I would love it because they've decided that, you know what, we're going to go to a more welcoming state. And I don't know that that state is Georgia, but I want our name in the hat for that choice.
Des, do you get that synchronicity that just happened, Des? The comment that tied the last conversation to this one?
Yeah. Who are they selling the body parts
In my
to?
day, we had Wonder Woman. Today, we've got Guess Who's Woman by Remington 22.
Yeah. I didn't catch that. He went too fast.
No.
I was reading the other one.
I love that. I love that, Remington. And there's Remington to speak of. How about
Yeah.
that? Remington, yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
Remington, perfect time.
Perfect timing you came in, dude.
That's right. Well, I would like to know it says the iconic Rem Arms current iteration of the historic Remington Arms Corporation, one of the most recognizable and largest gun manufacturers in the country, is leaving New York. So I'm sure they've just got 2 words. Bye, Governor. Because listen, Governor Hochul is worse than Andrew Cuomo, I think, was. I'm just saying. And he was a nasty. Sorry. But don't you worry. He could be coming to a place near you and be the new mayor.
He's coming to Georgia.
Stay away from Connecticut. Stay away from Connecticut. We're too close to comfort here. I'm getting really uncomfortable.
Oh, Lord,
Listen,
help us.
Have we heard any updates on Eric Adams as they continue to whack-a-mole him there in New York City?
No, but I love how they keep talking about the sex scandals between him and Cuomo. It's hysterical because they forget, like we were just talking about with the news show, with the Jen Aniston show. It's based on Matt Lauer. They all forget, like Matt Lauer had a kill switch button. You ain't leaving. Get over here. Like, that's freaky.
Cuomo was a POS. No one can beat him. Hey, somebody needs to beat him.
I can beat him. Put me in a room and watch.
But you're right. You know, it is interesting because here we are, Eric Adams. He's getting accused of groping someone 10 or 20 years ago. And then you got Cuomo. I'll take care of this. I'll ride in and take care of it. Forgetting that he's one of the worst. And that was only just, a couple years ago.
I know, he's bad.
People need to be paying attention, that's for sure.
I know.
That's for sure. Hey, Montana's in the house. That's right. He is. He's a POS. I agree. Release the Epstein flight logs.
We got the flight logs. We need the client list. We got the flight logs.
The client list. That's right. I want to understand more about that and why aren't they wanting to release it all? And I know that. I know why, but I just want someone like the Speaker of the House to say why. Could you imagine him coming out and saying, hey, America, we can't release the list because, 3/4 of the individuals in this
I was just going to say, because my name is on it.
Yeah, that's right. Can't release the
We
list.
can't release the list because me and my friends' names is on it. Sorry. But send some more money to Israel and Ukraine. Don't worry about the border. We're going to take care of that. We promise. That's what they sound like, politicians. That's exactly what they sound like.
Well, and it's interesting. We're seeing more and more the truth and what it relates to as far as, how nasty, corrupt, and dirty they are. And that, that goes back to the question I asked one time a long time ago. It's like, do you have to be just a nasty, corrupt POS to get into politics? Or is it something that happens once you get in?
I think it's a prerequisite. Absolutely.
Probably a little bit of both.
I think it's a little bit of both because, yes, I believe some of them get in there and they're, like, happy to be there and they really want to help people and whatever. And then this stuff happens where they get pulled into the room and they're whispered in their ear, or they get tempted with something and then it's on film.
They get
like
invited to a
Epstein
party
stuff.
and then they get plied to stay after hours and then they get drugged and
Oh,
then
yeah.
next thing you know, they wake up with an 8-year-old in their bed. And
Yeah,
they're like,
in a-
oh, I
in a-
did not. And they were like, son, you went to town on that kid. We got video.
Yeah.
And then they're
and
screwed.
if you check your text messages, we sent you a picture. Yeah, that'll get them straight. That'll get them straight.
It's the truth,
Then they
but
can do whatever they want with these
It's the
people.
truth,
That's
yeah.
why, yeah.
Well,
sad. Yo, did you
listen,
guys
we
hear
need to
about
talk
the...
something
What?
that went-
What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk
What are you talking about? What I wanted to talk about is the hero health worker whistleblower from New Zealand. Y'all heard about him?
Yes.
Right? What's his name? Barry. Hold on. What's his name?
Oh, Lord. I got a
Barry.
different article up right now I wanted to talk about. But I know what you're talking about with this one. This was in our thing, too. Hold on. Let me go to the coffee talk.
Hold on. Let me get it.
Yeah, it's a race.
Barry Young. Y'all, so Barry Young over in New Zealand, Barry Young was tasked with putting together a computer program that tracks and monitors COVID vaccine doses and then the history of anyone taking the vax, right? So he put together this pretty elaborate program. And in the program, he starts monitoring the data that's coming from it. And he started getting the word out about, holy smokes, y'all aren't going to believe what's going on. We're seeing people within just days and months of getting the juice because they track per batch of the juice. And now we know for a fact all the batches were not the same. That's why some people we know that got it, haven't had any problems. But as the batches became more and more tainted and toxic, his program, his database shows what's happening to these people. So he comes out and he makes this big announcement, and guess what? They arrested him Sunday afternoon for his alleged involvement in the unauthorized disclosure and misuse of his own data.
Okay.
You guys, this is brutal.
They're trying to silence him and make him we got to keep tabs on him like Julian. I'm just saying.
Yes.
We got to keep tabs on this guy like Julian. We got to pay attention to what's going to be like,
Let me tell you what's bad is you get these little suited up police or whoever they're working for, and they just do what they're told. They follow orders, and they go in and they get this guy and they rough him up a little bit, and they're not searching for truth. They're just doing what they're told.
Yep.
Y'all, this guy, Barry Young, he's responsible for managing New Zealand's COVID-19 vaccination database, and he's come forward with alarming data regarding excess deaths that he claims are connected to specific batches of the Pfizer vaccine.
Yeah, the bad
And
batches. Yep.
He played a key role in developing a project that established a vaccine payment system for the providers along the way, y'all. What's crazy to me in this whole story is he knows it factually hands-on. But the hush your mouth factor around the globe and over in New Zealand, they just scooped him up, put him in jail, and said, shut your mouth.
Crazy.
Yeah.
No,
How can
it's
it not be
upside down.
intentional? How can it not be intentional, right? At this point, hello. How can
I like how he tries to give them an out saying they're just bad batches, not that they were actual fucking poison.
right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he gives them an out. He's trying to be a little, line walker, if you will,
I
right?
got somebody at my door. It's 5 minutes to 8.
Who's knocking on Tanya's door? Let me find out. She's on a coffee talk right now, not to be disturbed.
Well, listen, let me just say,
Oh, nice to meet
well,
you.
turn your sound off, Tanya.
Yep. Okay,
Turn the
I gotta
sound
go.
on.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
So in the story about Barry, she's getting her new stove installed. Those are the gas.
Oh,
people.
that's who's there. Yay! She's going to be cooking with gas
Yeah.
today.
But listen, apparently this guy, he gets arrested, right? And he makes his initial appearance yesterday. And when he was escorted back to his cells, he yelled, "Freedom! Freedom!" And he's telling folks, pay attention. And you know what's interesting is he said that he said, when I started realizing the pattern, you know, they're following batches. An individual dies, the data comes in, they know the batch that person, you know, was associated with. So he can clearly see in a spreadsheet what the heck is going on.
The numbers don't lie, y'all.
He shares the truth and finds himself immediately in the gulag.
And they didn't say the data was wrong. They just said that his opinion on the data was wrong, and then they arrested him. That's what my comment is saying. Freedom! HXTR. Good morning.
Yeah, his misuse of the data is what the conversation was.
Yeah, you got to be kidding me, because he told the world the truth.
It's crazy. Ross, good morning, friend. Gave him the information to run on.
Yeah.
Backing up Naomi Wolf's findings. Shame. That's exactly what's going on. That's right. So I don't know how we stop the bullies. God dang.
A couple of things. I shared a video from Gene Ho. I haven't heard from him in a long time, but I read his book a while ago.
Trump's photographer.
Yes, he did the Trumpology book I bought a while ago. It was a really good read. But anyway, he came out,
let's do it.
And the interesting part I took from his video, the only thing, again, we got to keep our eyes out and pay attention to, was a case that's going to hit the Supreme Court that entails how we are taxed on our income. So this is what we all need to keep a little antenna out for, like, you know, because not even like the Brunson thing, which I believe might have been a distraction the whole time. I said it then too, because we didn't think it was ever going to go anywhere.
Happening.
And it's still going. I know, but this is what's crazy about it, because it's, I can't even, Kim. You know what I'm saying, though? So these are the things we have to still keep our antennas out for and just pay attention to. And did you hear about the building that blew up in Virginia? I wanted to talk about this.
Oh my God. I just got it right here.
I wanted to talk about it.
I just got it. Let's play it. Let's play this real quick, because Cat Turd over on X just put it out there, and it Trad Strength Coach, it says the dude in Arlington, Virginia, whose house got blown up tonight, is talking in the comments in his short on YouTube. The whole thing is wild. He said, I was being spied on by the U.S. government for previously working as head of security for, CFIUS. CFIUS. They assume I am a traitor. CFIUS. What is that? I don't know what's, well, let me play it. Let me see if we can't hear it.
It's a foreign investment firm.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States. It's CFIUS, whatever. CFIUS.
Did the house blow up this morning or late last night? Who blew up the house? Did the government blow up the dude's house?
Listen to me. I think in my tin hat that this house was detonated. Because you know how I use like activated, detonated? They were about to serve a warrant. They're about to serve a warrant. And the house blows up. First off, I have a couple of issues with this. I know door knockers.
I'm just reading through some of the comments, and they're saying that it appears it was done with a flare and gas.
Yeah, I seen the pictures. I seen the picture of the flare gun. But here's my issue with this.
Last night. Okay, Wiki, thank you.
The warrant officers, when they come to do a search warrant or arrest warrant, more so aptly, when they do an arrest warrant, they hit you at like 5:30 in the morning. You know what I mean?
And that's bullshit.
I know, but that's what they do because they want you sleeping. You know, they want you off guard and all that. So
that's why you're scared.
This happened. They were about to do warrant, right? At 8:30 in the evening. That's odd to me. Commonsensical, odd.
Well, I guess at 8:30 you're planning to blow up a house and make a spectacle and put everybody else, in the area on notice. We're going to do this to you too. That's how you get the biggest impact. You blow the house up at night so everybody within distance can see what the government just did.
Yeah, this is why I think it was detonated. I know. Look, they're saying, listen, Nick Sortor says, update, the police currently saying the explosion was caused by the flare gun. He goes, that must have been one hell of a flare gun. That's what I'm saying. Detonated, people. Activated. I gave you these terms to try and wrap your heads around things. Detonated. Let me get my foil, my tin hat. I believe the CIA, I believe the person they were looking for was a CIA operative, and they was coming for him, and he said, fuck this, time to pull the ripcord. I mean, we see movies. Do we not see movies? Have we not seen this scene play out in how many Hollywood theatricals?
We have.
Okay. It wasn't a Des demo. I do clean demo. The house is still standing when I demo. Well, depending on what type of demo I'm doing. You want the structure down? That's a different story.
That ain't a Des demo. Hey, you know what? Hey, listen, I just shift gears for a minute real quick. I just want to say this. So, yesterday afternoon, this is a personal issue.
Search.
So today I had an appointment. I was supposed to go back to my hip surgeon, right? For all clear, everything's good, just a follow-up. So yesterday, late afternoon, I get a call from him. Hey, Kim. How you doing? I said, I'm doing really good. He said, are you feeling good? I said, yeah. He said, you having any problems? I said, no. I said, am I under any restrictions at all? And he says, no, if your therapist says you're doing good, he says, you're not restricted. He said, go do life. And I said, really? I said, running, bouncing? He said, Kim, you're good. He said, you go do life, do it all you want. And I said, well, that's awesome news. And he said, so I don't need to see you tomorrow. And I giggled. Right, I giggled, and I said, do you got a golf match?
He said, no, pickleball.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He said, you don't have to come in tomorrow. If you're good, there's no sense in you coming down here and waiting us out. He said, we're swamped tomorrow in our scheduling. He says, don't even worry about it. He said, you're good.
That's hysterical.
So, y'all, I'm doing life. I'm getting ready to go do life. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
And it all starts with the dancing. Amen to that. Hey, anything else you want to put out there today, Des?
No, I think we covered a lot. We did good. I discussed what I wanted to, whatever. And I think there was one other thing, though, I'm forgetting about.
Man.
No, we talked about the
gas
house.
guy literally brought in gas with him. He brought in gas with him? Did you get a stinky guy stinking up the house?
Did he come in like John Kerry and Jerry Adler and Schwalwell come tooting behind him like a little freaking choo-choo train?
Did John Kerry really do that? Did John Kerry really do it?
On TV.
Oh, man.
These people have no shame. They have no shame.
No, it's gross. Just put your way right in there.
She's like, what the hell, I swear.
Oh, man.
No tip for you, dude.
Man. Hey, listen, I want to go over this today. Practical Christianity. Let's not end the day without a good, a good verse as far as giving us a boost today, y'all. Listen, how about this? 1 Peter 1:13. 1 Peter 1:13. Therefore, get your minds ready for action, being self-disciplined, and set your hope completely on the grace to be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Gosh, that is so good, y'all. That is so good. 1 Peter 1:13. Let me read it to you again. Therefore, get your minds ready for action, being self-disciplined, and set your hope completely on the grace to be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Man, in short, God is good every day. Get ready, y'all. Get ready and accept the blessings of Jesus Christ. If you don't have Jesus Christ in your life, and you say, hey, I want some of that, Kim. I want to fill that void that I've got in my heart. Y'all reach out to me privately because I would love to have that private conversation with you. Listen, if you feel like you got a hole in the middle of you and you just can't fill it, something's just missing, I know what it is. And I would love to talk to you. Donna Gumata! Donna, you've been kind of quiet this morning. Another good one, my love. Man, I hope you take that and let it fill your heart all day long. Amen, Connie. Good morning. Well, listen, I guess that's it for the day, unless you got something you wanna throw it out there. Yes, my
No,
dear
I'm
Bonnie
good.
love.
I'm good. I'm very happy. I still think we need to pay attention to a couple of things and just keep our eyes out. And I don't know, should we watch this town hall Hannity thing? Ugh, I hate giving Fox the ratings,
Well,
but I like to listen to
yeah.
my man, you know?
Right. And you know what? I would like to watch it just so I can see him backhand Hannity if Hannity needs it, because, you know, that's kind of how I feel. Computer.
I would love for him to put Hannity in his place, absolutely.
Agreed. Agreed. Well, let's go out on a good one. How about this one? Computer, play Knock 3 times.
Good song. All right, Flip, I'm
Come on,
hanging up.
I'm done. Oldie and a goodie. Let's do it, y'all. Go out there and have fun today. Come on.
Hey girl, what you doing down there? Dancing alone every night while I live right above you.
Come on, y'all.
I can hear music playing.
Let's go out on a good note. And don't let anybody steal your joy today, y'all.
One lost and lonely, you don't even know me. I love you.
Oh, my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want to. Woo! Twice on that pipe. Like Hunter.
The answer is no.
I love you.
Oh, my sweetness means you meet me in the hallway. Oh, twice on the pipe means you ain't gonna show.
Oh, y'all. Go out on a good note today. Make people smile. Be the light you want to see today.
Spread some joy, guys, because spreading diseases ain't fun.
Spread the joy. Spread it far and wide. Woo, we had a good time over here this morning. I hope everybody's enjoyed the coffee. Thank you for those of you who rode along with us on Rumble. I appreciate it. If you just give us a thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever you felt, I understand it. But thank you for participating. We're
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
don't
over on
knock the
Rumble.
thumbs down. If you don't like us, it's your prerogative, but we just encourage the thumbs up.
Hey, join us on Rumble on Friday. Rumble will be on
I
Friday.
love you.
Yeah, completely. Listen, y'all, you gotta get going. Everybody have a great day. And remember, no matter what, don't let anyone
steal your joy.
Don't let them steal your joy. Everybody have an awesome day. Des, please say hello to Amelia.
I
We'll
will.
talk
I
to you
I
soon,
think she
friend.
left already. Hey, I love it when she goes.
You better get in that bathroom and finish.
Oh, hush. Do you like that niche I got in there?
You had an awesome day yesterday. I love
I
that
did pretty good. I
progress.
stopped about 12, 1 o'clock, whatever it was. I was like, I'm done. 2 o'clock, I was done.
Well, you got a lot in. You got
I'm
a
not
lot
trying to
done.
kill
So
myself. I'll take my time. I'll do it, you know.
no, you'll have it done by spring. It'll be awesome.
You know my work schedule. A tile for you, a beer for me, a tile for you.
That's it. That's it.
Let me stop.
Hey, Des, have an awesome day. Everybody, thank you for riding with us. I'll talk to you later.
All right, take care, guys. Bye.
Over and out. Bye.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun. So, yeah, we're going to come back tomorrow. We'll do it again. Same time, same channel. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I did edit the Enoch video file. So I'm going to run that simultaneously with the audio file. And hopefully I could do that either, I don't know about later today, but definitely maybe tomorrow. I'll do it for like 5 a.m.-ish. So you can do the replay. Or like 5:30. I'll do it before the coffee talk. I think that's a better idea. But I do hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. Stay out of trouble. Spread love, not hate. All those good things, you know what I'm saying? Truth, night, need light like sun. Exactly. It's the only way to fix it. It's the only true disinfectant. Sunlight. Put it on every darkness in your life, and we'll be okay. Thanks for joining me. Till then. Till later. Ta-ta. For now. Thank you. Thank you.